What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Hey Homies. I think we're still the number one Aquabats podcast in the universe. I'm your host, Joe.
And I'm Jake. I'm back again
Ooh,
somehow.
we lost one and we gained one. So
I've
we've been gone. We've been gone for a bit, but there's a new Aquabats album coming out. It's actually releasing today, and then there's a nationwide tour scheduled. So Jake and I thought it was the right time to make our own return. So Jake, why don't you tell us what you've been up to since you were on the show last?
uh let me think. I guess the biggest thing is my a friend of mine, she sent me over a big old box of VHS tapes that she recorded in the 90s of a bunch of you know uh, a bunch of shows from 1998 of the Aquabats, a bunch of stuff we haven't seen before. Thanks to her, we have the pilot now, right? The Buena
Yeah,
Vista pilot. That
that's pretty amazing.
that super great pilot that
I'm,
everybody
I'm
likes.
yeah, I'm sure we can expect to do an episode on that eventually.
Provided this new episode doesn't tank or
That's
anything.
true. Yeah,
Yeah,
anybody that's listening, you need to share it with your friends.
let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Exactly. So I had a couple things change in my life. I've moved back to Southern California. I'm no longer in the land of the Mormons, back in San Diego, so closer to Aquabats headquarters, I guess.
Shit.
So yeah, I mean that's the biggest thing. If
It's a pretty big thing.
yeah, I mean it was a big deal. I mean it's tough to move back to California, that's for sure.
I'm sure.
If you just stumbled onto our show and you haven't listened before, I'd suggest go back and listen to our back catalog of episodes. They're all available still on Spotify, at least there, probably Apple Podcasts, all the favorite places. There's some great stuff in there. We interviewed a lot of past and present Aquabats. We interviewed the professor, Parker Jacobs, Jason DeVilliers, who
Gumby.
yeah, was a major. Jason was a major, writer and director on the Super Show, and then we had our main episodes that covered one song at a time. So, yeah, you should definitely go back and listen. If you're not new and you're what we would call a seasoned Hey Homie veteran, you might be asking where Luke's at. He's off making his musical dreams come true with his band Los Occupados. If you haven't listened to them, look them up. They play ska music, and they've been touring all over Washington and having a good old time. He's really busy. He's a husband now, and he's a teacher. And he gave the not the go ahead, but he supported us in bringing the show back. So here we are. He just doesn't have time to do it with us. So
We wish him the best.
yeah. So now that we got that covered, I guess we can move on to the real reason that we're here, and it's finally time.
Finally.
It's finally, it dropped today. It's the second album stretch goal from the Aquabats. What was it? Super Kickstarter. I think that's
Something
what they
like
called
that.
it. Yeah,
It's been about 6 years. I don't remember what it was called.
exactly. Yeah, it started back in 2018, and finally is the follow up to Kooky Spooky in stereo, which was the first album that we got from the Kickstarter, and that one was released in 2020. So here we are, 4 years later, and we that seems about right, right? The Aquabats they
Yeah,
did Floating Eye in '99, and then what? Charge came out in 04, 05, something like
that would
that.
have been 6 years later.
Yeah, so they're kind of on that like 5 year plan. Sounds about right.
Sounds about right.
So
I'm glad they got it out though. I really like this album, honestly.
yeah, me too. I mean, spoiler alert, it's good if
It's
you
good.
haven't
We
listened
like
to
it.
it. Yeah, that's our tagline there.
We
But
like it.
yeah, it's got a lot of. I mean, we'll get into it, but it's got a lot of familiar sounds. a lot of, I wouldn't say new sounds, a lot of old sounds and a lot of familiar sounds, basically.
Yeah.
But
That's kind of what I've been saying too. It feels like it's a lot of, I wouldn't say retreading, it's more like revisiting, and I like that a lot. But we'll get
mm-hmm.
into it. We'll get
Yeah,
into
for
it.
sure.
Yeah.
And it's all good in the way they did it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not like they did a lot of pandering. I guess it's all like it's all good, and it all feels genuine, and like maybe even
Not a
some,
rehash.
yeah, and some maybe some's been hanging around for 30 years. Who knows?
Yeah.
But before we get any more into the meat and potatoes of the album, I think we should take a little look through the history of Finally. It's been an interesting one to say the least.
Yeah, it sure has.
Why don't you why don't you kick us off, Jake? We got a lot of stuff to go through here.
Okay, so the band had announced to the Kickstarter backers back in September of 2022 that they're going to be going back to the studio to begin recording their second Kickstarter album that November of 2022. And again, in that November of 2022, we were sent an email update talking about some of the hints and stuff about the songs they were recording. They said they were recording stuff like Super Show songs that just they didn't get to make them because the show ended, and a song by one of their favorite musicians, a legend to them, that provided a track for the album. And then they also talked about a demo for a song that was called Afraid of Spiders and Love, which
sounds
turned out really good.
Yeah. But that first update was a relief to a lot of people. I mean, it was 90, or that was 92, geez, 2022. And we started this process in 2018, and it had been 2 years since Kooky Spooky. So, a lot of people, we'll get into it a little bit as the updates go on, but a lot of people were getting really frustrated. And I think some of the criticism was warranted. Maybe some of it was a little over the top.
Yeah.
So
a little bit of it. I mean, the way I see it, I mean, people paid to get these albums made. They were always going to come. It's just people were getting antsy because there was a pretty decent stretch there where we just hadn't heard anything at all. So like just hey, we're not doing anything right now, but we're getting the gears going, the balls rolling.
Exactly.
I think that might have simmered down some of the more rambunctious people waiting for stuff.
Yeah, for a little while. But
it
did take a while to get the next update. The next update was number 51 of the Kickstarter program, and it didn't come until July of 2023. So we went
November.
Yeah, so that's what, 8 months. So that's why people were getting a little frustrated. I mean, it kind of is what it is, but it's understandable. In that update, the band said they were about to head out on tour. I think that was the Holy Guacamole tour. I think
must have been, yeah. And, I remember the poster.
Yeah, and they were hoping to finish the recording by September of that year. So that would have been almost a year from when they said they were going to start. The big news in this update, though, was the name of the album, which was Finally, which all the people that had been rambunctious and causing a little stirs on the internet. Yeah, they all read into that. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure we all did. I mean, and for the band, I mean, it kind of had to be like, finally, we're done with this. We don't owe them an album anymore.
It was a long time coming for a lot of people.
Exactly,
the band included, obviously.
Yeah, for sure. Another thing that was huge in this update was that the backers were sent a link to the first song to be released, which was never released to the public. It was Bunny Teeth.
Yeah.
And at least for me, that didn't give me good high hopes for the album. That, spoiler alert, it's not one of my favorite songs.
I will say that I was also one of those people that when it came out, I was just like, oh, this is this is what came after Kooky Spooky, which I liked a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I think I just didn't like it because it was, kind of different. But I will say though that it actually has grown on me. Like in the context of the album itself, I think it really fits. But we'll
Yeah,
we'll get into
yeah.
that later. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they Bunny Teeth. We all got a download to go to SoundCloud, and I'm sure that got
Mhm.
shared around everywhere. They also let us know that the album would be released in 2024 for the band's 30th anniversary, and voila, here we are. June 21st is release day,
Mhm.
and we're here. We got a sneak peek at some track names, including the Ballad of Shape Shifting Pilgrim Boy. We'll talk about that later. Man Without a Plan, which
We'll
I
talk about
wonder,
that later too.
I wonder what
I
that. Do you know what that turned into?
that was a demo. That's already out there. Like we've heard it
Oh,
before.
oh.
I
Apparently, I
think.
apparently I
Yeah.
missed that one.
Yeah, no, I have it on my computer. That's old. That's like what? It's I think that's a Super Show song, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, oh. Okay. Well, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
I want to say that's one of those ones that's a demo that's just sung by Crash, but I don't remember right now.
Mm,
I know for sure I have it. I'll send it to you later.
okay, sounds good to
I
me.
completely forgot that this was in that update too, by the way.
Yeah,
Wow.
this was a huge update. Lots of good stuff in there. So we got Pilgrim Boy, Man Without a Plan, Algae Bro, as it was back then. It was ALGE hyphen Bro. So it was like a swamp monster or something, is what it sounds like to me. And then they announced Go Humans Go, written by Mark Mothersbaugh from Devo. So that goes back to the song written by their,
Your
what did they
hero,
say?
legend man.
Legend and hero, which is cool. I mean, to have Mark on an Aquabats song is a pretty big deal. Uh, the
Yeah.
last the last thing of the update in was they announced that Ricky's solo project. So not only were they working on finally they were working on a solo album for Ricky called Soul Cool, SOULCOOL, and it's out
Which
there now.
is which is out right now as of a week ago or a
Yeah,
little under a week ago.
yeah. I keep forgetting to listen to it. Sorry, Ricky.
I've heard
Um,
it. I like it. It's
yeah,
good.
I heard it's like very like '80s kind of theme.
Yes, very 80s.
So I mean,
You
there's a
nailed
lot
it.
of there's a lot of that in uh, finally as well. But we'll
Yeah,
get
I've
into
heard
that.
that too. So
So
the next update was around January of 2024. It wasn't a huge update. Basically, what we heard was, they were returning back to the studio to record their final vocal parts, and the album art was being finished, and that they had already reserved the spot in line at the vinyl pressing plant. So things were finally starting to wrap up at
we
that
keep
point.
we keep using that word a lot.
I wonder why.
I think it was what did I say? Is apropos the right word to use there? That they chose that title.
I know that word, but I don't know what it means.
Me either. It's too big of a word for me. I was just trying to sound smart. Luke used to do that kind of stuff. So
we can get by without that, I think.
exactly, yeah. We'll just keep it simple.
Wasn't
The
there? I was
Go
going to
ahead.
say we could just
Yeah.
dumb it down a little bit, but I was thinking, wasn't that a? I think that was the name of one of the demos that never got made too. I swear
What?
to God, there was a Bat song called "Dumb It Down."
Oh, well, that would make sense.
Yeah, I think it was on that same list that the Pilgrim Boy title was on.
Hmm. No.
Anyway, we're
Yeah.
off topic.
What's new? The next update we got was in February of this year, 2024, and it was another big one. They released the cover art that was done by Parker Jacobs, and it's interesting. I mean, I like it. It's very very interesting the way they did it. There's a green frame. If you haven't seen the album, there's a green frame that outlines the cover, and it was originally like a yellow color, and it's laser cut wood. And then there's letters that spell out finally with like blinking lights, and those were a real prop that was made. So most all of the cover is a physical item that they added the photo of the band to, which it's pretty dang cool and
It
creative.
is.
Um, there was some other interesting news. There was a list of the Aquabats that were recording on this album, and you know, we got the normal five: Bat Commander, Crash, Jimmy, Ricky, and Bones. And then they just dropped on us that Catboy and Chainsaw were returning to record on an album, which that's people have wanted that for years. I mean, what, Chainsaw worked on Charge, and didn't Adam do some stuff like for High Five Soup or whatever?
Yeah, either he worked on it or he contributed some stuff that they had already recorded, but I know he was credited on there.
Yeah, so it's all been behind the scenes. There's been no official, like, they're back recording with us, that kind of thing. And there was another one. They announced a brand new Aquabat. He's brand new to, I guess, the people that don't really follow the band like crazy, like some of us. But it was Gorney. And if you're not sure who Matt Gorney is, you need to look up Bad Credit, for one thing.
But, or the Super Show.
Yeah, he was all over that. He helped write a lot of Kooky Spooky. If you like, Garage Sale at the Cracker Barrel?
The Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
That was all Gorney, apparently.
That was all Gorney. So, yeah, you need to look up Matt Gorney. He's a good dude. He does the voice for a lot of the characters that come out on stage, like Mr. Skeleton.
Raising the poetry clown he was physically.
Yeah, exactly. So he's been around for a long time, but he's an official Aquabat now. And the last part of that update was the name of all 17 tracks were released, and we got the runtime of 50 minutes on this album, which I was pretty impressed by. You don't see albums that run that long anymore.
You know, the album actually doesn't hit 50 minutes. I think it's either 47 or 48, but I'm thinking now that's just enough time for A Man Without a Plan, right?
Yeah,
Which isn't on the album.
If there was a couple of minutes left, they could have dropped the hidden track on us.
I'm guessing they weren't able to finish it, or they didn't like it after all and took it off. Because I mean, if that song were on the album, I'm pretty sure that would have hit the 50-minute mark.
For sure, yeah, and it may just not have fit with the flow. I mean,
yeah, that's true.
I mean, in my opinion, there's not a whole lot of flow to this album. It is kind of all over the place, but it kind of spaces out the more fast songs with some of the more slow songs. So
yeah,
I guess there's a flow. It kind of goes up and down like a roller coaster. I don't know.
No, I can see that.
So yeah.
Let me see. Oh, so the next update number 54 in March of this year. It was a smaller update, but it meant they mentioned that they had a whole process for making and taking photos for the album cover art. So they released a short YouTube video showing that process, and they showcased the physical wood frame that they used for the album cover. And aside from that, they also announced that Kickstarter backers would be getting their digital copies 2 weeks before the actual release date, like they did with Kooky Spooky. And what else? Oh, and they announced that anybody who had backed the Kickstarter, regardless of pledge level, would also be receiving the album for free. So even if you chipped in just like $1 or whatever, since you donated, you were entitled to the album. So I mean, I'm sure there's maybe at least a couple people that will be listening to us that forgot that they even donated. So I've seen a few people on Facebook being like, hey, I forgot I got this album. I found it in my spam folder. So if you care enough to listen to this podcast, but you didn't know that there was an album out, just go back and check. You might have donated 6 years ago and forgot about it. You might have a surprise waiting for you. Yeah,
check your spam folder. It might just be there waiting for you. I think that's pretty cool that they decided to give everybody the album. I mean, that's one way to like tamp down all of the the rumblings or the drama or whatever you want to call it that happened through the process. And I don't think that got talked about enough, that they did give everybody the album for free, that donated as little as $1. That's a huge deal, and good on them for that.
Yeah, because I mean, this album was a stretch goal. So
Mhm.
I honestly I don't even remember the criteria to actually get this album. Like I don't remember if there was a certain tier that would entitle you to get it. Like I
It,
remember literally nothing at all. So them just
yeah,
giving it to everybody is kind of easier for everyone.
yeah, it was everybody that pledged over a certain dollar amount, and and when the campaign made a certain goal. So
Mm-hmm.
it was a stretch goal and also a pledge goal. So, but they decided that they didn't need to worry about that pledge goal, and that everybody that was involved just got it, and it's really cool. So
Yeah.
whoever made that decision on the Aquabat side, I give you a golf clap and big praise on that one.
Yes.
Whoa, Jessa, probably
Excuse me.
she's taking the reins over there and keeping them dudes in line.
It's true.
So we're getting towards the end here, but May of this year was the next update, and there was two big pieces that were of finally media that were released. We got the first single and video. It was No Rewind, which had been played at Coachella, but this was the first time anybody heard it properly. And to say it blew some people's mind would be putting it lightly, I think.
Yeah, it's a little bit of an understatement. A
Be-
lot of people really
yeah,
dug that song.
yeah. I mean, I think the correct term is trad ska, the sound they were
Trans.
going for. Isn't that the right term that they were going for there?
Man, I don't know. I don't know enough about ska to dispute that.
That's too cool of a term for me. It just sounded like old Aquabats to me.
Yeah.
So the video that they released to YouTube was the video that plays behind them at the show, and
Mhm.
it was done by somebody named Havana Jones. So look them up, go see what they do. I think they're on Instagram. I think that's what the band told everybody to go look at was Instagram. So Havana Jones. Um, yeah. So those were the three big things in that update, and to say that got everybody excited is pretty fair, because after Bunny Teeth, this was like the complete 180 of that.
Shot in the arm.
Yeah, majorly.
Well, following that on June 7th, that was the day that all the Kickstarter backers got their digital copies of the album.
What
So,
a day.
what a day. At that point, I mean, the Discord server that we're in is, it's pretty active most of the time, but the band hadn't been super active or anything at that point. So, I mean, everything kind of exploded at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was excited, but strictly the people in the Legion who got their albums early. We have our own private little section just for the Legion members, so we can talk about stuff without arousing the suspicions of the commoners who weren't born at the time of the Kickstarter and things like that. So yeah, basically all us backers got to hear the album. Pretty much all of us were blown away, and we were threatened under penalty of expulsion from the Legion from sharing the files. So if you know anybody out there who is sharing the album with people who aren't authorized, you let us know, and we'll take care of them for you.
Well, the Aquabats police are going to come get them.
Yeah. Well, oh, I was going to say something and I forgot. I trailed off. Anyway,
it's all right. Yeah, like Jake mentioned, when from the Kickstarter, we were all entered into a group called the Legion of Righteous Comrades. If you weren't included back then, like Jake mentioned, there's a lot of people that are into the Aquabats now that didn't know about the Kickstarter.
Either they didn't know too young. It. Yeah, either they were too young or they just didn't know about the band at the time or what. So
yeah, the last big event before today's release of Finally came on June 14th of this year, so only a few days ago, when the single and video were released for Dr. Space Mummy. You want to talk about another big day.
Mm-hmm.
Space Mummy is one of those songs that they played at Coachella, but it's also been rumored about since the 90s, maybe early 2000s.
I want to say early to mid 2000s. I'm not sure about the 90s, but it's definitely been a concept that's been around for a while. And we can talk about that when we get to the actual song, because I got some info on that.
Yeah, so that was another huge thing. And same with No Rewind. That video was the same as the one that played behind the band at Coachella. So it's pretty cool. It's got clips of Dr. Space Mummy from Johnny Sacco, which I'd never seen before, and I recently watched the episode, so it's kind of funny. We'll go into that a little bit more when we get into the songs, but yeah. So that's all that's the history of Finally right there. So it started on what do we say, September of 22, and just ended today, June 21st, 2024. So what a process.
What a journey.
Yeah. Anything you think we missed in all of that?
No, I don't think so. I think, I mean, maybe we could just note that with Finally being completed, the only real thing that's left of the Kickstarter that we haven't got yet would be the Blu-ray set, which is being, held up because they're waiting to finish the final episode of the Rad Ventures that they were supposed to do. So once that's done, we'll be done.
Yeah.
It'll actually finally be over.
Yeah, and then everybody on the Aquabats side can take a breath and take it easy, as they say.
Little buddy.
Yes.
Little buddies. There's 8 of them now.
All right. So like we said, this album's packed. It's got 17 tracks, almost 47 or 50 minutes of music. We're not going to do a deep dive into them today. We will soon, probably one at a time like we used to. Maybe do a couple at a time for some of the shorter songs. Some of them are going to be really interesting conversations because we might need a mediator. Today, though, let's just rapid fire through the tracks and give like what our first thoughts and impressions were. So the first track is Whenever, Wherever. What did you think when you first?
That's not what that song's called.
Yeah, it is.
It's called Whatever Forever.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Did I really write it down?
Whenever, Wherever is like a Shakira song.
Well, why didn't you change that in my notes when I screwed it up?
I couldn't change it. I told you.
Oh, all right. Well, whatever. Whatever forever. You can see how much I paid attention to the song titles. Yeah, whenever, whatever. That's Shakira. All right. Anyways, so what was your what was your first reaction when you listened to whatever the song's name is?
I thought it was their best opening track to any album up until this point. I think
even better than Super Rad.
Yeah, better than Super Rad. Well,
wow,
Super Rad's a good song, but I think as an album opener, I think Whatever Forever is much better at that job than Super Rad is.
Wow, that's a hot take right there. It was definitely what I was expecting as far as sound from what we had kind of heard before, and then the message too, because we've been wondering if this could be the final hurrah for the Aquabats, and some of the messaging in the song kind of leads you that way. So
it's very poignant.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of reminiscing about the past and hinting at the end of our time together. So, I really felt like this song could fit on Charge. Yeah. It's very like synth rock, which I've gone on record many times saying that's my favorite album. And the last note I had on this thing was I said I think I could hear Blink playing this song.
I think that about a different song, but we'll get into that later. We keep saying that. We'll get into that later.
Yeah, exactly.
We will.
The next one,
highly divisive second track.
Unicorn Babies.
Unicorn Babies.
Oh my goodness gracious!
I think I know what you think about that song.
There's a worse song on the album.
Really?
Yeah, there's a worse song on the album.
That's very interesting. I happen to like Unicorn Babies, honestly.
I think this is a really good lead into the next song.
Yeah, it is.
And I feel like this was probably either GABA influenced or a GABA leftover, because the Bat Commander definitely uses his Plex voice in this song.
He sounds like Geddy Lee during the chorus. You hear that too?
I don't even know who that is. So
Geddy Lee, the guy from Rush.
Rush. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I just hear Plex. Is what I hear.
Well, I didn't watch GABA, so I wouldn't know.
Oh yeah, I think the song's funny, but I skip it.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like, I'm going to skip that song every time it comes on, but I like it.
Yeah,
it's just,
I don't hate
it's not something you want to sit around and listen to.
Yeah, driving down the street, I love unicorn babies. Yeah,
we love unicorn babies.
Whatever. You can tell how many times I listened to it. The next song though is a definite not skip.
Mwah.
Oh, it is
chef's kiss.
It really is, and I would venture to say it's one of my top Aquabat songs ever.
Yeah,
Dr. Space Mummy.
That's definitely a floating eye remnant if there ever was one. It feels like a floating eye or a Fury song even.
Yeah,
could have easily been on the Fury.
Yeah, my note was this is the most Aquabat song that they've put out in years, and it could have been ripped out of any 90s Bats music catalog.
It's got that kind of vintage comic book action kind of horn line going on. Mm-hmm. That whole action serial kind of thing. It feels really, really good. I like it.
Yeah, and if you're not aware, the whole plot of the song was lifted from an episode of a TV show called Johnny Sacco and His Flying Robot. Mm-hmm. The episode was called The Terrifying Space Mummy. I suggest that everybody go find it and watch it. I've never seen it. I watched it, and it really gives you a peek into the brain of the Bat Commander.
Yeah. So that entire concept and character and everything were taken from that show. But not only that, but the clip that plays at the end of Plastic Lips, that's also from the Space Mummy episode of Johnny Sacco.
Yeah, they pulled a lot of clips from that episode for this song, and then like you said, the one they used in Plastic Lips. There's a girl out there.
Really?
I laughed when that part came on. I was like, oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it's funny. You can you hear it for what 19 years at this point, and you're like, I can recognize that now, and you pull it from where it's actually from.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny that it was just a straight lift. I always thought that they recorded that.
Yeah, doing an impression. What's that guy's name? The Edwin, kind of like Edwin.
Oh,
right?
I don't know. Oh, like the dude from
like the Mad Hatter, the old Mad Hatter.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, no, that could be right.
Kind of sounds like him. Anyway,
so the next song is worse than Unicorn Babies.
No.
It's another skip for me. I'm just going to let you talk about this one because I really don't have anything good to say about Bunny Teeth. I'm sorry. I can't get into it. I've tried.
I was exactly like you when this song came out, when it was, just a backer preview. I didn't jive with it, and I didn't like it very much, but it is very much grown on me, honestly. The music is really good. I like the saxophone. It's a very chill song. Very, very chill song. And it's notable that this song is one of two songs that is credited solely to Crash. Nobody else has writing credits for this song. Dang, somehow.
Sorry, Crash.
He was a nice one too. We interviewed him.
He was. He's a good dude. I just can't get into that song. I tried. I listened to it 3 times today, and I just can't get into it.
Did you see that video? Oh God, I can't remember who made it. I think it might have been Goobs, whatever their name is, on Discord, where they made that. They put the pre-chorus to Bunny Teeth sync to Dancing Fruit videos from YouTube.
No, I did not see that.
You've seen the baby fruit, right? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't think so.
It's just CG cartoon character fruit dancing. Oh. That's all it is. I don't know why we were talking about that, and they put Bunny Teeth to it, and it fits. It fits.
all you kids.
You wouldn't understand.
Exactly. The next one is After School Job Infomercial. That's something.
It sure is something.
I enjoy it. It makes me laugh.
Yeah.
And I feel like it was a leftover from High Five Soup.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I like it too, but it's one of those songs, much like Unicorn Babies, where like I'm not gonna put it on my playlist. I'm not gonna listen to it if it comes on. But I mean, I'm not gonna put it on myself. But if it just so happens to play, I'll be like, all right, I'll listen to it.
If I'm going through the album, I don't skip it. I have three skips every time, and it's not one of them.
Yeah, basically, I I hesitate to call it a nothing song, but I mean it's basically just a beat with the commander being silly.
Yeah,
it's not bad, but there's no meat to it, you know.
Yeah, I don't see them ever playing it at a show.
Oh, they might just to kill time when they're doing their little spiels, maybe.
That could be, yeah. The next song, although.
Wait, hold on. Before we move on, the one notable thing, because I don't see us doing a whole episode on this song. The one notable thing that I want to, or I guess there's two of them. The big notable thing is there is a sample in that song baked into it that you can barely hear of a girl that says, "You're really strange," and that is a sample from a movie that the Bat Commander was in back in the early 90s. I think 1991 or 1992. It was a Disney movie called Exile that Christian Jacobs, the Bat Commander, was in. And
I've never seen that one.
You should watch it. It's terrible. There was a brief couple-month long period where the Discord server was obsessed with that movie. So when I heard that sample, I was like, hey, I know exactly where that's from, and I'm not going to shut up about it because I'm pretty sure it's my fault that it's in there. Because of Durf. We made him a big old meme when we were still doing AWF. Everybody knows who he is now.
Jeez. Oh, man.
Anyway.
So Algebra.
Again, I'm sorry. The other thing, the music for Infomercial, that was written by Prince Adam. That's his only credit on that album. He helped with Infomercial.
That's fine.
I don't know if he actually, like came in and wrote it or if it was just a leftover or what, but that's all Adam, baby.
He writes commercials, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm done.
Okay, Algebra. I freaking love this song. I just, the first time I heard it, it was like I can't really understand what they're saying and all the words.
Yeah.
But I freaking love it. It's got a lot of bounce to it. Mm-hmm. The bass line is cool, and it's on top of everything else, which I really like. It sounds like Supernova, which Chainsaw was in that band for a little while.
I can see that.
I don't know if he got a writing credit on that, but maybe he had a little influence in the sound.
I wouldn't doubt that, but to answer that question, because I was geeking over the album booklet, the only writing credit I saw that Chainsaw had was on Whatever Forever.
Oh, well then.
Yeah. I don't know what constitutes writing credits, because like I don't know if that's just like guitar part or what, but I mean that was the only one I saw his name on.
I think the biggest thing on this, and I haven't seen hardly anybody talk about it, is Crash sings lead on this.
No. I said the same thing, but apparently we're wrong.
Who is it then?
Everybody is saying that it's the Bat Commander doing a voice like Crash.
There's no way. There is no way.
I swore up and down that it was Crash, and everybody's like, no, it's the Bat Commander doing it. They were saying they would have preferred if it was Crash because it sounds so much like him.
Who's everybody?
And I went back and listened to it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I guess it is the Bat Commander." That's weird.
I don't know, man. It sounds like Crash's voice from the times that I've talked to him. It sounds. I mean,
it does.
If it's the Bat Commander doing an impression, he's doing a spot on impression.
See now, I don't even remember if I was on that episode, but I also swore up and down that Crash did the bridge for Cat with Two Heads, but that was also Christian. I never agreed with you on that one. See, but I mean, if I was wrong then, I could be wrong now too.
And I could be wrong too, but it sounds like him. I mean, the first time I heard the song,
it really does.
Holy crap, this is Crash. You
Yeah,
know,
no, when I listened to that song the first time, I told my roommate, I was like, "Hey, it's cool. They let Crash sing a song," and she was like, "Oh, they let him out of his cage," and I was like, "Yeah,
exactly. So yeah, I freaking love that song. It's one of my favorites on the album.
yeah,
Um,
I like it too. It's just I don't know. I don't like the verses. I mean, not the verses, the choruses. The choruses I like because they're weird as hell, and
but
I like that. But
this
I
is a
don't know. The
conversation
choruses
we
kind
had
of
on Discord. They're very punk choruses. This and Walter Fang.
yeah,
They're very punk. You know, it's just repetitive. There's not much meat to it. It just gets you through to the next verse, basically.
yeah. I guess that's true. I like the solo too. It's weird and
Mm-hmm.
clunky.
Mm-hmm. And it sounds like Supernova as well. The whole thing
Yeah,
sounds like it to me.
nah, you're right.
Um, so next is Let's Go Live in a Cave.
I like that one a lot.
I like it. It's not like the top of my list. It's probably around the middle, but it's one of the ones that I thought sounds kind of 80s, like with the synth and like pop rock sound of it.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know, I don't know that they had any direct influence on that one, but I thought it was cool. The I think it's the next in the, I guess we call it a quadrilogy now of love songs. We had Skateboard, and then Lovers, and then Hot Summer Nights, and now this. I think they fit together as a story.
You think so?
Yeah, because if you think about it, he fell in love, right?
Yeah.
Or he met her, then they fell in love with Lovers, and then the whole falling out of Hot Summer Nights, and then to try to get her back and keep her, he wants to go live in a cave with her.
Oh, you think this is the same loser
Yeah,
spanning 30 years?
it's the same guy for 30 years. I'm
You
putting
might
that
be
out in the
onto something.
universe. I'm making lore.
I can see that happening. I mean, this guy isn't very good at keeping relationships. I suppose he could be in any situation.
Exactly. See,
Wow. Something to think about. Something to
yeah,
take home with you.
that was my big revelation for that song. I don't have much else to say.
Yeah,
The
neither do I. I mean, it's good. I like it. I think
yeah,
we can leave it at that.
exactly. The next one though is like uh, algebra for me. That those are probably number two and number three for me on this album, with Space Mummy being number one. Whereas Walter Fang is freaking amazing. It's gonna be the biggest circle pit I think we've ever seen at an Aquabat show if they play it.
I don't see why they wouldn't. I mean, so far what I've seen is everybody loves this song. Like
How could you
everybody.
not?
I like it too. I mean, I liked it when I first heard it, but I wasn't, that big on it. But it's growing on me. I appreciate it. I do. But we were just talking earlier. We have no idea like where the hell this is coming from either. Like,
It's
the Macho Man at the end, right? You think that's AI?
I have no idea. I searched everywhere for a
So
Macho
did
Man
I.
promo where he calls out Walter Fang, and
Ultra Fang.
yeah,
Yeah, I cannot find it.
the only thing I can think is that they found a Macho Man AI and programmed it in there. Because I mean, the song's about a big hairy dog wrestling man.
Yeah, I figured it was just some like Z-list no-name wrestler who showed up in like a super obscure promotion in the 70s or something, and we just,
Yeah,
there's no information on him or something.
yeah.
Or
I
maybe that's what they
searched.
want us to think.
It could be. I searched WWF. I searched WCW. I searched just generic wrestling terms and could not find anything. So if anybody knows what the heck Walter Fang is, I would love to know. The thing that kept coming up was the cartoon Where's Wally, which is a Where's Waldo cartoon, and the episode was called My Left Fang.
I don't think that's right. I don't
No, I
I don't
don't
think
think
that's what
so
we're looking
either.
for.
So, but yeah, Walter Fang is so cool, and I love the part in after the second verse where Bones yells chorus.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
he,
like the lyrics to the breakdown too. It's just whoa, hardcore gang vocals.
oh yeah,
It's pretty good.
They didn't
It
have a
made
lot
me
to
laugh.
fill, so they
They
just
didn't need to,
they literally wrote what they wanted to put there.
and it fits. It
Exactly. So
fits.
yeah, wrestling and some punk music. I'm 100% in on that.
I was gonna say that'll get some love from us at least, but like I
Yes.
said, everybody likes that song.
Yeah,
Everybody.
I don't know how anybody couldn't. The next song though is is so goofy and fun and so like 90s Aquabats. It's
Yeah.
Rufus the Doofus.
I also really, really, really like this song. It's
It
good from start to finish.
I didn't like it the first time I heard it, but the more I listened to it, the more I went, wait a second, this is the band that I fell in love with like 20 some years ago, you know?
Now, I remember in one of the updates that we got, it said that one of the songs was going to be dipping into like country territory. Now, I'm guessing this is the one because none of them really sound
Yeah.
very
Yeah, 'cause you got
country.
that banjo-y sound.
It's got a little twang to it.
Yeah. He even sings with a twang.
Yeah,
That's what
it
you
reminds
that's
me
what
of that cartoon Wander Over Yonder a
I
lot
never
because of
watched
the.
that.
It's good. It's really good. It's just like this. It's about an alien that wanders around different planets, but most of the music is made up of like banjos and stuff. So
Hmm.
it fits thematically.
Yeah. So Rufus is good, but it's not in my top songs.
It is for me.
the next one, I had a hard time coming up with anything to say about this song. I'm literally like meh.
Is
Like
this one of the
I
skips?
no, it's not. I like it, but I don't I can't come up with a way to say what I think. All I know is
Well,
the spider math is something.
it's funny.
It is. And that was my
The
first reaction on Discord was OMG spider math.
This is one of my favorites on the album. I love this song so much. The music, the instrumentation is really good. That the distant echoey guitar in the back with the funky beat. I
Mm-hmm.
love it. I love it so much. And it's really funny, like I said. It kind of reminds me of like Attacked by Snakes, but spiders.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's another fever dream of
Mm-hmm.
something that he's afraid of coming to get him.
Yeah, that
It's
makes sense. And
it
that's
just so
why
happens to be spiders.
I said I definitely don't dislike it. I just
Yeah.
can't nail down what it is that I do like. Like my brain says, "Hey, I like this," but I don't know why.
Like there's not a very much range at all in this song, like
Mm-hmm.
vocally, but I think it's one of the Commander's best vocal performances, honestly, because he delivers it so well.
And he doesn't
Like,
strain.
yeah, he's not doing much, but he's
Mm-hmm.
doing it really, really good.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
I cannot get enough of that song. I will never skip that song when it comes on.
No, I don't skip it either. It definitely plays. The next song too, I don't skip. Um, I feel like this one could be a super show plot,
Yeah,
and
sure feels like one.
this is the montage like song that goes with it. It's Sunblocker.
Mhm.
The biggest thing that stood out to me is as soon as this song starts, it sounds like Real Big Fish to me.
You think so?
The way the horns come in, the way the guitar riffs come in, it just sounds like a Real Big Fish song.
I was never that big into Real Big Fish. I don't know much about them, so I can't dispute that. But
Yeah, see, I
I
was a
like
fan
this
of
song a
them.
lot.
I was a Real Big Fish fan before the Aquabats, so
Wow.
that sound is ingrained in my head like majorly. Other than the Real Big Fish sound in the chorus, I cannot place it. But when they do the hey no way
Yeah.
that part,
Uh,
that's from something like Super Show or it's a very commonly used like keyboard and riff that they use. I'm going to do a little more research before we do the episode on that show, but I will figure out where it came from. I tried to find it today in the little bit of time I had, and I couldn't find it. It's a
yeah,
very it's a very recycled like piece that they use to fill.
I'm not sure that I know what you're talking about, but I mean, they, I mean, I'm sure they've reused stuff before,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
it's a really good song.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Definitely one of my favorites on this album, for
And
sure.
I don't want to go too political, but in my opinion, this song was written about the global pandemic,
I think
and
everybody thinks that.
and I think that the sun blocker is in reference to Dr. Fauci, but we don't need to get into that.
No,
That's
we don't
that's
need to get
my
into that.
opinion.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you might be right. Maybe that is the intention, but there's definitely, I think there's a little bit of real life influence into the writing of this song and to a few of the other ones. But I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we'll get into that when we do the individual episodes.
Yeah.
But you know, themes aside, musically, this is a really, really good song.
Mm-hmm.
Like again, like Space Mummy, this could have been on Floating Eye or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's
For sure.
so good, so good.
Yeah. And I could see them doing a super show episode where Sunblocker is the villain, and this is a song that plays when they're fighting him.
It's true.
You know. So next one we got is Little Lady Amazing. Why don't you? I'll just sit back and turn my microphone off, and you can gush for an hour.
That's right. I forgot you don't like this song.
I know I don't dislike it. I just don't like it as much as you.
That's right. I positively love this song. It's so good. There's very, 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 very few Aquabat songs where I think, you know, this is a normal song that a normal band might play. And this is one of those, and I think it's just a very, very well written song with a really nice message.
Mm-hmm.
One of those songs that has a nice message that isn't a joke.
Yeah,
I can appreciate that.
My note for this song was if it was stripped down to just like the guitar, the bass, and the drums, it would be a really good pop punk ballad.
Yeah, it sounds a lot to me like just any pop punk song from like the early to mid 2000s.
It does.
I played it for my roommate when we were in the car the other day, and I said I like the song a lot. You should listen to it. So I played it, and when it was over, she was like, I like what I'm hearing, but I don't like that it sounds like the Commander's making fun of Blink-182. And I was like, yeah, it kind of feels that way, right? But
well, that would fit thematically. I mean, I guess they did make up with Travis, but
yeah, it just sounds like he's mocking that style of like, you know, pop punk. But I mean, it's good. I like it.
Yeah, it's a great song. There's no denying that.
Yeah.
Next up, we got "Go Humans Go."
That's the Mark Mothersbaugh song,
written by Mark Mothersbaugh from Devo, and it definitely sounds as such.
Yeah,
and it's another one that I think you could read a lot of meaning into the lyrics.
Yeah. I want to know how much of it was Mark Mothersbaugh, because for me, I'm a Devo fan, and it sounds like a Devo song, but some of the lyrics, it sounds like the Commander kind of went like, let me tweak this a little bit. It feels,
sure,
yeah,
I'm sure he did because it's got to fit their style.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
yeah, I think it's a really good song. It's another one that I feel like could really be a good Super Show song, especially the chorus, and I think it was the bridge. I'm trying to remember now. I didn't put these in my notes, but there was one specific part where I was like, man, I could see that in the show when they're like doing their goofy like montage, not necessarily fighting the villain, but like when they're just doing those goofy montages, kind of like the trucker hats and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the zoom ins and the quick cuts and things like that.
Yeah, just like the goofy part of the episode.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Unfortunately for me, and I've seen at least one other person share this sentiment, but I was kind of let down because when I heard, Devo's Mark Mothersbaugh is going to be writing a song for the Aquabats new album, I'm like, yes, that's going to be great. But I think it's my least favorite song on the album, honestly.
Whoa.
Less than Unicorn Babies. Like,
wow.
Don't get me wrong. Like, it's good. It's fine and everything. But like, I don't know. Maybe it's just the hype I had in my own head, and it didn't live up to it. But
yeah, see, I like Devo, but I wouldn't call myself a Devo fan.
Yeah.
Um, and I like the song. I don't have anything really to compare it to outside
Mhm.
of Whip It and a couple other Devo songs that I know well.
Yeah,
So I just enjoy it.
I
We
suggest you listen to Smart Patrol. That's my favorite Devo song. That's a good Devo song. But we're getting distracted.
we got 4 songs to go in our 17 song marathon. We're
We're
up
almost
to
there.
no rewind, and I feel like this is very similar to the first song.
Yeah,
Whatever, forever, whenever, forever, whenever, wherever, whatever we're calling it.
whatever, forever.
Yeah, it's definitely celebrating the past,
Mm.
and I think the message is we don't need to go back. We need to move forward. I think is kind of the message of this song.
Yeah, but they kind of do it. They kind of do go back a little bit. The whole video is a montage of the entire 30 years they've been active.
And this is another reason why people are thinking that
It's the end.
it's the end. Yeah. So, um, it's another one that has that classic bat sound. You
Yeah,
know.
it's a good song.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not breaking any new ground or anything, but like it's a good solid song.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yep.
I like it. I'd like to hear it live. We probably will hear it live at the OC Fair this year.
Whoa. Who's all going to that? I think everybody.
Well, everybody who matters.
Yep. All right. Let's bust through these last 3 songs. I think
Yeah,
we're taking up a lot of people's time here. We got "Don't Make Me Run,"
great.
which I think this song could see radio play if they could ever get anybody to back it. I think this song could play on the radio.
Get
It's
him to Doctor Demento.
such a good song. The first time I heard it, I
It
said to
is.
myself out loud, "Wow, this song is really good," and not in an Aquabats
There's
way. Just a
it's
really good
good.
song. Yeah, I
This
mean, everything about it, the lyrics, the way it's sang, the music, the way it's arranged, everything about this song is just great.
I've been saying since the album came out that this is a really good album with a lot of really good songs, and this
Mm-hmm.
is one of them. This is
Yeah,
one of the standouts.
yeah.
I
I was blown away by this song.
This is like a charge era sounding kind of song. I
Mm-hmm.
think could have
Yeah,
easily
and
been on there.
if anybody knows me from either here or Discord, they all know that's what I'm into. Is the Charge era. That's
Charge.
my favorite album. So this was
Yeah.
I love
The
this song.
the one thing I will say right before the solo or the bridge, whatever it is, I don't remember. There's a part where he's doing the chorus, but the commander he ends it with an ah. It sounds. I like it. It sounds a little wimpy, but I don't know why. In the context of the song, it sounds really good. I
Yeah.
like it. I'm glad it was there, even if it didn't need to be. It was good.
All right. The next song is my number 17 song
Wow,
of the album.
disappointing
I know.
in you. I'm disappointed in you. I
That's
like this
fine.
song a lot.
I don't even like the Pilgrim Boy episode of Super Show.
You know what? I agree with you there.
I'm just a Pilgrim Boy hater.
Well, no, that's not true. I like the Pilgrim Boy episode. It's just not my favorite. But this song, it's not my top half of the list, I don't think, but I like it. It's good. It's a ballad. It's long. It's powerful. It's got everybody singing along with it. I think it's good in that regard.
Yeah, I've listened to that song once, maybe twice since the album came out, and that's it for me.
I think that might be your problem.
No,
Gotta listen to it more.
this one's not going to grow on me. There's just no way around it. I'm sorry to whoever wrote it. It's another one. I just can't do it.
It's the Captain Hampton of a new generation.
And Captain Hampton is not one that I prefer. Where was the captain?
If I had to listen to Captain Hampton or Pilgrim Boy, I'd take Pilgrim Boy.
Yeah, I might be there with you. I don't know. How about this last song?
Which one is it? Finally,
we're finally at the end.
Finally, we're done. Finally, we're here.
I don't know what to make of this song. Like it feels like a knee jerk reaction that was written to all of the haters
or
that
or certain individuals.
that's for sure. Yeah. I mean, I know I did my fair share of complaining on online, and it was even brought up to me by somebody in the fold, we'll say,
Yeah,
and it really made me take a pause and relook at how I was handling myself, because I
yeah.
was still frustrated, but maybe we all didn't need to act that way.
No, I'm not going to pretend I wasn't one of the complainers. I definitely was frustrated, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I didn't feel the need to go and you know make
Mm-hmm.
a stink of it. I let other people do that for me. But
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah, no, I mean, I I can see why they would write a song like this. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's perfectly in character. It's something
Exactly.
they would
Yeah.
do. They make fun of themselves and their fans all the time. It's a
Mm-hmm.
big deal.
Yeah. So I laughed.
Yeah,
I mean, I
I
was
did
one of the
too.
complainers, and the first time I heard this song, I laughed and said, "These guys are amazing." They took that and ran with it, and
Yeah,
it's a great song. It's got that
it is.
lounge sound to it. It's got like a harp or something in it. I mean, there's
Mm.
just a ton of cool stuff in it, and I think as fans, we all need to take the message of take it easy.
Take it easy, little buddy.
We're gonna get what we were promised. This isn't me being an apologist for them, but we are gonna get what we were promised and what we paid for, and we've just had to wait. But this album was worth the wait.
It really was, honestly.
I am happy now that I have it and I enjoy it to have waited this long, because if they had come back to back like they were supposed to, I don't think I would have enjoyed either Kooky Spooky or this as much.
The wait made it worth it.
Exactly. So that's everything. We've kind of taken up a lot of your guys' time. Um, Hopefully not too much, and hopefully you made it through the end. Um, we're going to be back. We may not be weekly. We may not even be bi-weekly. I think we're just going to kind of do it when we feel like it, or when there's a topic, or if people ask
Yeah.
for it. Trying to think. Yeah, so we got it all out in the air. Our thoughts, our opinions. Some people might like it.
Initial thoughts.
Yeah. I mean, some people may not like our opinions. Who knows? But if you enjoyed it, you can follow us on X. Did you know we have an X, Jake? It's
I
it's
didn't.
at it's at
I
Hey
have.
Homies Pod.
I haven't kept up with anything since what 2002. No, 2002,
Exactly.
2022.
And if you'd like to reach out to us, if we made a mistake, if you want to correct us, if you want to make any comments, maybe we'll share them on the next show. You can tweet at us, or no, shoot us an email at heyhomiespod@gmail.com. And yeah, if you want to follow Jake, see what he's up to, he's at Bonehead Spasmatron on Instagram.
Yeah.
I am at Joe Luna 33, and I would say for now, take it easy, little buddy, and we'll see you next time.
Okay, bye.